Awake. Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty one, my wild one. Choose your day and choose the sign of your day. The day's divinity, first thing you see. Yeah, well, it's Monday morning. Absolutely beautiful outside. Absolutely beautiful. Not too cold, not too hot. Pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and the crickets, and the 18-wheelers out there on the highway somewhere. It's the beginning of a new week. Monday, of course, again. But it bears repeating. It's Monday. You're sober, aren't you? No alcohol or drugs in your head. Sober October. Man, are you doing it? You staying sober in October? I am. It's not unusual for me to stay sober. But, October is the month, man. You gotta reset your shit, man. Your tolerance. So get sober, man. Well, I don't know. This is kind of a little journal entry. This is not a Brad's Bits. It's just a journal entry. It talks about mental health. Everybody's talking about mental health lately. It's that time of the year, There's a lot of scary things that go on between now and the end of the year. The first of the year. Lots and lots of suicides. Specifically when it gets cold. People start losing hope. Taking themselves out. Drugs, guns, the lack of doing things. Well, I'm not going to take my medicine. I'm going to take too much medicine. Start doing things that are causing deprivations in your life. But, have a key to it. There are things that you can do to keep yourself in good mental shape. Your mental shape is a lot like your it's a lot like your physical health. You have to use it or you'll lose it, for sure. My favorite thing is meditation. I've been doing it for years and years and years. So, everybody has a different way of doing it. Some people sit cross-legged with their legs on top of your other leg and your toes pointed up and all that kind of business. And that's cool. That's what you want to do, If you want to go through some kind of ascetic pain like that, that's fine. But you can also sit in a chair. You can just sit on the ground. You can lay on the ground. You can lay in your bed. There's all kinds of yogas. There's walking yogas and standing yogas and sitting yogas and, talking yogas and quiet yogas and all that kind of business. To me, yoga, a meditation, something that I can do every day to shut my brain down is to sit in a chair and lean back a little bit and prop my feet up on a tree and just look up. Yeah, look all around you first. Make sure there's nothing bad in your environment. You don't need distractions. You just need 20 to 40 minutes per day of sitting, blocking everything out of your mind. Just sit. Don't think about nothing. Think of every thought that comes to your head, every worry, every frustration. You're worried about the past or the present or the future or anywhere. Most of the time it's not even the present. We don't live in the present. We live in the past or the future. What's gonna happen to me, Mom? Man? Can't believe all this bad stuff happened to me. Too bad, long time ago, too bad. The reality of it is that, research suggests, practical experience suggests that when you sit your butt down and you're quiet and all those little crazy thoughts that come in your head and you pretend like they're just like traffic on the road going by, you don't attend to them. Every time a car comes by, you ain't gotta get in a fight with the driver. You ain't gotta go toward the side of the road and scream people and throw rocks at them and flip them off. Because they're gonna stop then. You're going to dwell in their business for at least a little while. And you may get shot. Okay? So you just let the passing traffic be. Just like you let those crazy ass thoughts that come through your mind be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Or something. Don't attend to it. Let it be. Don't attend. Let it be. Don't attend. I mean, yeah, research everywhere has suggested that, that's really helps out. Just to sit there and meditate. I call it meditating. You can pray. When I was younger, I used to be a lot more religious than I am now. I mean, like religion. Now I'm more spiritual. And of course, I don't know what the differentiation is. I guess the differentiation is that it has to do with my looking on Matthew 6. If you're going to help out the poor, help out someone needy, less fortunate than you, at least in one arena, do it when nobody sees it. Because the pagans who do that shit, who do it where everybody can see it now, I tell you, they've already had the reward. The people that pray out on the streets, those pagans, they've had their reward. But the person that goes into their room and they close and lock their door and they pray a simple prayer, my Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this daily bread and forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Blah, 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 blah. That's the prayer you need, the Lord's Prayer. Jesus told us that on the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 6. Okay? That's what it says. That's what spirituality is. You have an actual connection with the universe or with God or however you choose to define things. It's going to change over time because the way that you used to do it, when you start actually going into it with a steadfast mind of developing a relationship, of being quiet and letting God or the universe or Mother Nature, whatever it is that you believe that's out there, the Lord milkshake, whatever, it's what they tell you. You just have something that you believe in. Communicate. But now, don't get too crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the challenges inside of any kind of religion. Whenever you start getting too mystical, is that you let anything in. You can let in demons, let in crazy shit if you're not careful. Next thing you know, you're on top of a building shooting at people. Jesus, somebody do you to me? And you got a bullet in your head. Kids are hungry, shit like that. Can't do that. You got to do other things. So, mental health month, meditation, thoughts trying to get into your brain are like passing cars. Just sit and stare at something. Sit and stare at the wall. Sit and stare at the wall. Yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes, man. Just sit and stare at the wall. Mental health month. When is mental health month? Mental health month is every month for us crazy people. We always have to be vigilant. Me, I have things that I have to do to stay positive. Every single morning of my life, I get up, come outside, take a walk for a little bit, try to get about 3,000 steps in. I talk to myself. Are you listening? I'm spending my very precious time talking to you, sharing with you the vast knowledge that I've created in my head, all by myself. Well, maybe not really. But anyway, so every morning I get up, and none of it by myself. I'm solely contingent upon certain people. But every single morning, I have Earl Nightingale, I have Bob Proctor, I have Napoleon Hill, I have Wayne Dyer, I have them talking to me. Oh, I have Jack Canfield too. Those are my four most popular ones. Actually, is Earl Nightingale. He's talking about Napoleon Hill's books, The Secret, The Strangest Secret, and the other one is Think and Grow Rich. It's a general synopsis of the book by Napoleon Hill. And they're all based upon the same thing. Is that these are like books from the 1940s and 50s, audio recordings. The synopsis by Earl Nightingale of Think and Grow Rich is like a 41-minute synopsis. Bob Proctor talks about it, but he uses a whole bunch of other psychology, new types of things added on to it, but saying the same thing is what they say in Think and Grow Rich. To tell you beyond all that what we become what we think about. So if you're sitting there thinking bad things every day and confusing things, and you literally magnetize yourself to bad things. So you have to figure out ways to trick yourself at first into seeing the positive, seeing the good, to thinking that you can accomplish things. Because in our minds we think, oh man, I want to do that. I want to have $1 million. I want $14 million. And then you tell yourself every day why you can't get it. Instead of telling yourself how you can get it. Well, it doesn't have to be $14 million. It could be just happiness, whatever. And then, of course, the Bob Proctor. I probably put those links in here, man. There's some really good stuff. The one I listened to by him, I've listened to it hundreds of times over the past several years. In the mornings, here's how I do it. I get into the shower, or right before I get into the shower, like say if I'm listening to Bob Proctor that week, or if I'm listening to Wayne Dyer that week, or if I'm listening to Jack Canfield, or Earl Nightingale, I listen to about 12 to 15 minutes per morning for that week. By the end of the week, I can get through the whole presentation. Sometimes I go 20 minutes, and I actually go longer than what I do. But I just get over about 12 to 15 minutes every morning. I hear some things twice, whatever. But you're never going to hurt by hearing good information inside your head, positive things, and telling you that you can do things. And not only that, but showing you how you can do it. Making your note cards and doing all those things. Staying positive. Changing your vocabulary. In fact, Bob Proctor says about it like this. You have to train yourself. You've magnetized yourself to things. The only way to change is to change. And that may sound kind of crazy at first, but it's not. It's what it is. You can't change and be the same. You have to change a lot of things in order to change one or two things. And of course, they have what they call a go card. I've kind of expanded upon that with my little program. But the essentials is that you carry stuff around with you. And you look at that, you definitely, you program yourself. Human beings are kind of like little electronic simulations inside of a simulation, aren't we? Electronic beings. We are electronic. Our brain has electricity. Everything is electricity in our body. And you can program yourself. You can change habits in, they say, 23 to 30 days. Just do it every day. But you got to program your mind different. Your mind is used to hearing that little talk, which goes back to the meditation. It's like, what are you telling yourself? Those thoughts that come in your head, those passing cars that come by on the road, those are the things that'll hurt you. They'll put you in a bad place. But kind of goes back to the whole Sober October thing. If you mix some bad substances, and I'm talking about alcohol and meth and cocaine and heroin, those things mixed in with bad health already. And really, man, come on. That stuff that they try to say is quote-unquote synthetic marijuana, it has absolutely nothing in the world to do with marijuana. It's potpourri dipped in airplane glue. And people smoke it. Okay? That's not a good drug. That's bullshit. Do not mess around with this quote-unquote synthetic drugs. It's not marijuana, dude. It has absolutely nothing to to do with marijuana. Marijuana does not do that to you. Marijuana does not make you pull your genitals off. Dude, leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. It's legal, Tum-Tums. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Leave that shit alone. That's one of those bad thoughts. It's that traffic going by you've got to cut off. Don't pay attention to it. Don't start a fight with that shit. Leave it alone. Move on. Yep, so there you go. My suggestions for this whole mental health thing. Staying positive, moving forward, changing things, going, making yourself better. Meditation. 20 to 40 minutes per day. You don't have to be sitting proper with your hands up and, all that kind of business. You just have to let it go. Let all of your thoughts go. Sit there quietly. And if you do that long enough, God, the universe, Mother Nature, the giant milkshake in the sky, whatever, they'll talk to you. And they're not going to tell you bad things. Cut the bad things out, man. Block them out. Tell them there's traffic going by. Tell them they're not acceptable where you're at. Number 2, program yourself with positive things. Try to find things that are positive for you. Like I said, I put a couple of examples into the comments of this. Things that I use. The Bob Proctor thing is really where I got started. It's like it's like I said, it's based upon thinking you're rich. I don't have to get rich. Oh, I like money. And you can do all kinds of things with money. But the number one thing is to reprogram your mind, to reset your brain. So there you go, folks. Meditation, positive messages, change your brain. So for October, leave that synthetic fake shit alone, man. It's just fucking airplane glue. Some potpourri dipped in it. Okay? Don't smoke that shit. Leave that shit alone. Happy Monday. Over out. Peace. Have fun. Be safe. Be safe.